It's encouraging politicians to implement the policies that they campaigned with during the campaign time before the 2024 elections. The New Patriotic Party, the National Democratic Congress that eventually won the race, campaigned on promising Ghanaians jobs, creating jobs here and there, and also ensuring that myself and you live a comfortable life. That is why they came up with an idea to implement the 24-hour economy. And so today we're holding them accountable to their promises. And our good friend Steve Atambui is helping us do that this morning through his track, Walk Your Talk. And this he is sending that clear signal to the politician that yes, we have moved, we have grown, and that we now know what they are made of, the stuff they are made of. And they should not deceive us any longer. This morning we're doing some discussions on issues that has to do with the privatization of the operations of ECG and government plans to create jobs. Doesn't the two issues contradict? Or there is something that government has that we do not know. We want to know this morning in our discussions today. Very soon, various reps of the political parties will be joining us for us to do justice to these topics this morning. But before that, MTN is sending us a message today. MTN Ghana and MMFL, a complete structural separation of the mobile money business. All right, so MTN and MMFL is walking their talk, and they have partnered and done some structural separation of MTN Mobile Money. So MTN Ghana and Mobile Money Fintech Limited jointly announced that the mobile money business previously operated by Mobile Money Limited is now operated by Mobile Money Fintech Limited, known as MMFL, effective 31st June March 2026. And so it means that from the 31st day of March this year, 2026, Mobile Money Limited ceased to operate mobile money. Now it is the handiwork of Mobile Money Fintech Limited. So the restructuring has received all required regulatory and corporate approvals and has been undertaken in compliance with the localization requirements under Ghana's Payment Systems and Services Act 2019, Act 987. As an MTN Ghana shareholder, you continue to retain your economic interest in both the telecommunications and mobile money businesses through your shareholding in MTN. That is the message MTN Ghana want to share with us this morning. So please be part of the family and let's join MTN and enjoy mobile money transactions. So MMFL is also expected to list on the Ghana Stock Exchange within 3 to 5 years. On the Ghana Stock Exchange within 3 to 5 years. Customers and partners are assured that all mobile money and telecommunication services continue as normal and no action is required on your part. MTN Ghana and MMFL remain committed to delivering innovative financial and communication solutions and creating long-term value for all Ghanaians. For more information, please visit our website. So that is MTN and MMFL letting us understand how the two have become one. And letting us know that today mobile money is not more under the authority of Mobile Money Limited, but rather Mobile Money Fintech Limited, known as MMFL. Dima Ghana. If you are in Ghana and you don't want to Dima Homa, you want to enjoy with the whole family, you want to also broaden your horizon, you want to broaden your business, and you want to even fly and ship your goods even to outside the country, then let me introduce you to Felisco San Ghana Limited. Felisco San Ghana Limited is your reliable partner in freight forwarding, total logistics and commodity supply. They've been doing this since 2012, and they have been helping businesses ship goods from Ghana to the world and from anywhere in the world back to Ghana. With operations across China, Europe, Asia, India, and Africa, plus a strong fleet of trucks and trailers, your containers move fast, safe, and reliable. For timber, cashew nuts, yellow corn, groundnuts, shipping, and logistics, make Felisco San Ghana Limited your number one plug. You can call 0248 238 541 or 0262 123 553. Visit their website at feliscosan.com or email us at feliscosan@gmail.com. Felisco San Limited. Felisco San Ghana Limited, delivering beyond borders. That is it for us this morning. We zoom into the discussion. We're going to start our conversation this morning on some of the issues that I mentioned earlier. But before that, let's celebrate these individuals, incredible persons. They are part of the May Bond family. And for us here at A1 Radio, we take our time today to celebrate MB, that is Mayborn Howard Mijima. You work with Catholic Relief Services in Garu. Good morning to you and happy birthday. Let's also say happy birthday to you, MB Diwu Gladys Mauno. You are a facilitator at Great Victory Academy here in Bolagatanga. And Precious, MB Precious Ayene, you're also celebrating your birthday today, the 19th day of May 2026. You are a midwife at the regional hospital, and we, all of us here at A1 Radio, saying happy birthday to you. Let me also say a special birthday to you, our good friend Maxwell Karayane's daughter, Esla. You celebrated your birthday. That was on the 16th. That was on the 16th day of May 2026. And today, all of us here at A1 Radio are saying happy birthday to you, and to everyone who is celebrating the birthdays today. If you are celebrating your birthday today, we're saying that happy birthday to you. May the good Lord continue to shower his blessings and his grace upon your life and make you the head and not at the tail. Welcome to Daybreak Uprise. It's on the 101.1 megahertz. All right, so you welcome back. It's A1 Radio 101.1 megahertz. We're broadcasting live from our edifice here, the beautiful Agreed Best Communications edifice here in Tonon, Soblogo. We've just wished our good friends who are celebrating their birthdays today. If you're also celebrating your birthday, let us get to us on 0200102244. We'll celebrate you. We'll celebrate you. The good Lord continue to protect you. Let's get into the conversation. We have our guest seated, and we would want to share with you some few tidbits, some information this morning before we get into the conversation. So please don't touch your dial. Be locked here on A1 Radio 101.1 megahertz.
101.1 FM. FM.
Are you planning a special event and want it to be unforgettable? Look no further. Senop Catering and Training Center is here to serve you better. We provide top quality catering services for birthday parties, weddings, funerals, corporate events, and that's not all. Want to learn a skill to start your own business? Join our professional training sessions in pastry making, cake decoration, floral design, balloon decoration. At Senop Catering and Training Center, we turn your passion into perfection. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0243 569 729. Visit us at Borgal Swing beside Blue Skies Hotel Annex. Senop Catering and Training Center. Excellence in taste, perfection in training.
na ade na nche mu star bia aba foforo no ana na wo nante ana wa che wo sisi wo sugar
se wonnim yare ne na me nipadua mu a enka wie wonya me wro fokora.
Oh sorry ya ready en fan siri nipa
menim ene tie me yare ankasa. Oh kakra na nansi ache me mechi nkasei ase mubu
ade woni Lawson herbal mixture e wo fie.
Lawson herbal mixture ene ewu adwuma ye pa efi se me malaria ne kan ne ho a
achinje sei na Lawson herbal mixture so edisun kunim no honam ya pa wo bo mo bia wo mia no kora won tehwe enso achire no na ye no ya afe malaria koko afichikromu amane hunu wo po so ta ye wo ya ade en
eya na mentini mu ta hye me pa na ase de emikoto dwan hunu bi sa
me so de bancha bobo ngumu a Lawson herbal mixture ebetine tama ho atokora
ene se Lawson herbal mixture ma me hoto me dia me da wase na we no enye sika na me be da wase.
Oh let us say in kind no ha o chibre nya me ko pedia process ya our pharmacy chemical na herbal shop bia be me omanfon frɛ 020 267 5778 and then 0242 133 577. Lawson herbal mixture de ehon na ase in kind.
A1 Radio 101.1 A1 Radio station with a difference. A1 Radio,
simply the best.
Too big to be vulgar, too small to compare Ghana. Too big to be vulgar, too small to compare Ghana. Ghana, get something to be there. But when they say, we don't want part of Ghana. Election time, big population food for them. Deployment time, big population part for them. Election time, they go know my village. Election time, they go know your village. Election time, they go know our village. Kira!
All right, so you all come back. We apologizing for the few hinges that we encountered. We've resolved them. We're back strongly to continue the conversation. We are joined in studio by respected representatives of the various political parties, especially the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress, NDC. Dr. Samuel Konga is speaking for the MPP this morning. He's a member of the MPP regional communication team here in the Upper East region. And our good friend William Apaleyam, he's a deputy communications officer for NDC for the Zebila constituency. And he's also representing the NDC this morning. He's a member of the regional communication team. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome.
Good morning, my brother.
It's been a very, very long time. Yeah.
Next time you are introducing this mama, there's a propaganda secretary.
Oh, really?
They require they are listening to it was formerly propaganda.
Over to you. Yeah, propaganda secretary.
Yeah, we used to be just like they have kept transitioning their party from UP to MPP now to so many branches. Movement for change, the base.
No, those ones are
they are branches of the NPP.
So should we also say that your party is also? Your party
he chose to say what he wanted to say. I have also chosen to say what I want to say. It's a matter of choice.
All right, you're welcome. For us here at A1 Radio, Aqua Bulk is joining hands with us for us to celebrate International Tea Day. So A1 Radio with Aqua Bulk, we are celebrating International Tea Day this May on 23rd day of May 2026, Saturday coming. The theme for this year's celebration is fostering growth and inclusion. So the day is marked by bringing people together to discuss socio-economic, political and cultural issues as we enjoy tea and other beverages. The time is 8 o'clock a.m. prompt until Mama calls. So by 6 p.m. we all disperse and get back to our various homes. So it's going to be here at A1 Radio premises. So please come join us so we celebrate our history, we celebrate our growth and development as a people. We are also supported by Amia Hospital. They will be doing some health screening here on our premises. Those of us who will be coming, you may come join us, compete in Owari, Ludo, cards, bottle flips, draft, shares, and many other games. Then we'll also have a health person who would talk to us on nutrition and diet too as well, so that we stay healthy all the time and help in growing our region. The International Tea Day celebration is in partnership with Aqua Bulk. So A1 Radio and Aqua Bulk is doing this together this year, and we've been supported and sponsored by Amia Hospital and Capstone Record. If you want to be part of this particular celebration, please call 0244 199 549 0244 199 549. That is it. Good morning again. Let me have William start this for us. William, give us a background, if you wouldn't mind, to the issues concerning ECG, their challenges, and the initiative government have taken with privatizing the operations of ECG and the interests of World Bank, or say IMF, in this particular initiative.
Okay, thank you, my brother, and good morning to our cherished listeners out there and the viewers as well. I say a very big good morning to the NDC fraternity and to the good people of Zebila, if they are listening. Let me not forget to thank my regional communication boss, Comrade Jonathan Abdallah Salifo, for the good job he's been doing. I also want to seize this opportunity to say good morning to you and your team, and that of my brother from the other side, my good friend and my colleague at the work site. Yes, so we are political opponents, but we are friends. Yes, so I am grateful for the platform. Now, the issues of ECG, i.e. Electricity Company of Ghana, have been some long-standing issues over the years as to whether ECG should be privatized or not. And it has come as talking point for several governments that have come and gone, and the government of today. However, there have been different positions from different groups, depending on where you stand. Now,
And the political party color you are wearing.
of course, so where you stand can also emanate from your political party. Now, I'm saying that it has been a highly debated strategy with the intent to ensure that we resolve the power outages we face over the years. Sometimes some people choose to call it Doomsday. At another point, they call it Doomso. The same instance, they call it Doomso. And the same instance, they call it Doomsday. But then we believe that whether Doomso or Doomsday or power outages, they are issues of great concern to the ordinary Ghanaian. Now, like you said, the IMF has a position, and government also is exploring options to ensure that this issue is resolved. Now, the IMF, that is the International Monetary Fund, and the government of Ghana, like I said, have been exploring options for a private sector participation. Private sector participation. And the essence of it is that we, of course, as a government, and I mean the government of today, has a lot of initiatives vis-a-vis the new economy we anticipate. And for some of them to materialize, if not all, we need a stable electricity sector.
Okay.
Now, the new economy flagship policy seeks to create more jobs. That is the essence. And creating more jobs is to transition Ghana from the macroeconomic outlooks or stability to the private sector-led growth. I mean, from macro, like we have seen now, in the run-up to the elections, the 2024 elections, the promise made by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the NDC candidate then, was first of all to stabilize the system. And after you have stabilized a system, what next do you do? You must let it grow. As we have always said, when you are in the pit and you are sinking, the first thing to do is to find a way of stopping the fact that you are sinking. Then from there, you can now look at options that can help you come out of that sinking pit. And so that is what government has been doing. But then, like I said, the arguments have differed depending on who is speaking. Now, from the IMF standpoint, it has pushed for private sector participation. And this private sector participation, they've cited a number of reasons why they expect private sector participation vis-a-vis serious revenue losses or collections. At least we know that from where they stand as IMF and what we know, what really happens is that we lose power between the ranges of 27 to 40% when it is generated up to the consumer. So along that value chain, there is that amount of loss. And even if we are taking the minimum point of 27%, it is a serious thing to be concerned about, let alone the 40%, if you choose to go for the upper limit. And so we think that, IMF having cited this, having cited technical issues, and having also cited economic losses. After all, these figures I mentioned as losses between the 27 and the 40% will translate to economic losses, because that is money you are losing. Okay. Losing power means you are losing money. Then again, they've also cited the fact that sometimes political interference can also be attributed to what we face today. These are the arguments of, some of the arguments from the viewpoint of IMF. But then we are also fully aware of the fact that, yes, we can talk about private sector participation, but it should not be private sector led. Because it also comes with, just as it comes with its positives, it also comes with its negatives. And what are they? Of course, if it is private sector, entirely private sector, then we are talking about people losing jobs. We are talking about people, not being able to participate in deciding what is ours. And so those who have argued against that thing, just like it happened in the case of PDS, we made an attempt to hand it over to PDS, and it was entire concession to PDS. But within the shortest possible time, we saw the problems that arose from that kind of, arrangement. And so government and Ghanaians are of the view, and when I say Ghanaians, this comes particularly from TUC, that its members are opposed to outright sales of ECG. And they point to, historical failures, like I mentioned, the case of PDS, not being able to carry out its mandate, and even to an extent that they lose money, and so on and so forth. And so we are mindful of the issues that are on the table, but we are also mindful of the fact that the ordinary Ghanaian must be employed. And if you are employed, you must be effective and efficient. And so there must be a balance between privatizing it and allowing private sector to participate, in order that we can maximize profit from both ends. Maximize profit in the sense that we can get that technical support from the technical people that we think can bring in that kind of support. But at the same time, we can also have our people securing their jobs. Other than that, you bring a system, and that system comes to create, you bring a system to solve a certain problem, but that system comes and creates another problem. And in doing so, I'm not sure you are creating any solution to any problem. And so we as government, just like we have been talking about the 24-hour economy system, hinges on electricity and security for that matter. But this is an electricity matter we are talking about. And so we are doing everything possible to ensure that ECG is stable. The issues that arise from the generation to consumption are reduced, not eliminated entirely.
So William, how do you address the concerns of some Ghanaians who are of the view that the idea to privatize ECG's operations would lead to the loss of jobs, like the TUC have argued, and also the fact that you are handing over an asset of the state, like issues concerning electricity, that is almost like a national security issue, to the hands of a private person.
Okay. So like I was making the point, and I'm saying, I'm repeating what I said. We have heard the arguments from both ends, from the end of the private sector people vis-a-vis IMF, and from the end of TUC in particular, who represents Ghanaians here. So we are saying that there must be a balance between the two. You see, in as much as we want the ordinary Ghanaian to secure his job,
or is that what is going to happen, or we are
considering the options,
because you have given timelines, that is ending of this year to the beginning of next year. So have you created that room for engagement? Because I'm saying this because the meetings that have been held, TUC have been part of it. TUC has been part, so it means that they haven't seen a clear signal of the problems that they have foreseen being kept.
No, they have seen, except to say that they are scared that because we are under IMF, and we are an IMF, we'll be exiting probably by June. We are an IMF. So there is that fear that we might be under the control of IMF, and so we may not take into consideration their opinions vis-a-vis the fact that they don't want it to be completely
We have not
sold out.
We haven't started the privatization yet.
We haven't started.
Yes, and IMF will be out by June.
By June.
So they shouldn't have a worry.
Oh, they should have a worry. You see, don't forget, you see, your past must guide your future. We were in this country when a government that had inherited an IMF program like we inherited was about ending. And we had the hope, based on what they had told us, that when they end, we won't go back. But immediately they ended, they re-entered. I don't think this is something you don't know. You know it. And so if you know your past and you are going into the future, you are mindful of what happened in the past. But like we are saying, like you mentioned earlier, that engagement is to ensure that we give the TUC the opportunity to put on board their points and their issues. Then we are also taking the issues of IMF, who are our developmental partners. But we are saying that in taking both, we must strike a firm balance between our partners and ourselves. Of course, ourselves might be our utmost priority. But we cannot have an utmost priority when a system cannot expand and absorb more people. When you pay money and you cannot get the services delivered to you the way you want it. And so the engagement is ongoing. Options are available. We are exploring. That is why we have started talking about it now ahead of 2027.
So
knowing very well that the next budget will be read in November, but it will be implemented in 2027, so that at least we can minimize these issues we are raising in terms of energy losses, in terms of inefficiency in the technical aspect, and so on and so forth, so that we can create the needed energy to be able to enable some of our flagship programs to spring on.
William, you make it sound welcoming. Discussing this issue this morning, but then I'm looking at the position of TUC and the fact that they are even threatening court suits. They are saying that they are going to use all the legal avenues to ensure that this does not actually happen. So it doesn't look as if government listens to a TUC and takes TUC's concerns into consideration.
Of course, when you go for a negotiation, a negotiation is a win-win, not a win-lose.
Okay.
You get it? Of course, maybe, and I am not part of what TUC discusses outside the engagement, but as a party communicator, I am privy to what government discusses with the partners. And the partners here are referred to TUC and other developmental partners. But perhaps TUC is feeling that a chunk or a good number of what they want is not being taken. Maybe that is their thinking. And I'm saying maybe. Other than that, if you are here negotiating, why are you threatening court action? If a conclusion is not drawn, why are you threatening court action? So I'm saying that they may be entertaining their own fears, that if they have gone there with 10 points and they expect government to consider 7, and government is considering 4 or 5, that is not enough for them.
Okay.
And they think that the only way to force government to take what they want, government to offer them, is to consider the 7 points. Maybe that is why they are talking the way they are talking. But I think that, trust can be reconsidered based on the outcome of the negotiation. And so it is a Ghanaian property, and like you said, a national security matter. And so we don't think that it should be handed over to people in a manner that will compromise the security of the state, and of course the jobs of the ordinary Ghanaian.
And that is leading us to the key one that I want to bring it to your attention: the involvement of IMF. Your government and even the president have been hard on the Bretton Woods institutions and how they handle issues here in Africa. Why would this movement, the president supervising an initiative that will be handing over our electricity production and sale to the hands of private individuals, such that IMF is even part of the process?
Yeah, so like I said, let me repeat the fact that your past must guide your future. If you remember, the previous government went into the next IMF bailout because they exited prior to a general election. We exited the IMF program prior to a major general election. And so there was this kind of free hand to spend recklessly. Sorry to use that word. And so we think that we are also exiting maybe some 2 years or less to a general election. And we feel that, yes, we believe that we can manage the resources the way we want to manage them. But then it is also fair to ask somebody to check you. So if I'm talking, I can decide that, okay, let me come with this person.
So
monitor the way I present.
You don't have the competent answer.
There is absolute competence, and that is why there is absolute competence, and that is why the IMF itself is surprised that Ghana has recovered faster than they expected. What gives more confidence than that? And if you monitor the confidence rating they gave just a day before or 2 days ago, it has risen to 48% from investors. So how can investors be confident in you and you will not be confident in yourself? And so we are confident in ourselves, but we are saying that there is a saying that the one that constructs the road does not see from behind whether the road is crooked. So it is not bad to ask somebody to assist check your back.
All right.
Based on that, we are asking them to also bring in what they know. After all, we cannot run away from one another.
Right.
Even if they don't grant us bailout, or if you don't go to them seeking for bailout, we can seek some other technical assistance from them.
All right.
And I don't think that is bad.
All right. William, thank you very much for adding your voice to this conversation. Dr. Akonka.
Yes, my brother.
You've heard him.
Yeah.
And the government is taking plans and initiatives to privatize ECG to improve production and efficiency. Yeah.
Thank you very much, my brother.
And I think it will also create jobs too as well. That is one of
Sure.
your
Yes.
claims.
Yes.
For the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you to Brother Sita here and Mr. Williams. And to our cherished viewers, social media and listeners. I hope and pray that one day you go beyond that to the mainstream broadcasting of form of a
television station.
Yes.
That is where you're going. Inshallah, it will happen.
The people of Boku West
Yes.
and the people of Nabdam could see us.
Yes.
I believe that it is possible.
At the comfort of their homes.
Yes.
Yes.
It's doable.
Yes.
I will take this opportunity to call on the Municipal Police Command, especially the MTT and the regional minister, the MC, and all that matters, that they should pay attention to the Tanzania traffic.
Okay.
This morning, as at the time I was coming, there wasn't any police traffic warden there. And there was total mess.
Wow.
There was total mess. Don't forget that early morning, there's always that rush.
Yeah.
Even if the traffic is not working, make sure that there's law and order there. People can easily pass.
Yeah.
But if there's nobody there, it can lead to accident.
Yeah.
So I call on them to try as much as possible to, in a way, put things in order.
Yeah. Very important. Very important. I think maybe this morning that you just like you
yeah, when I was
then,
coming this morning,
I think yesterday in the evening.
Yeah, it was
in the
working.
afternoon, in the evening. No, it was not that it was working, but they had officers of the MTTDU actually manning that stretch of the road
In the evening.
and directing traffic. Yes.
Okay, around 3 when I was returned from campus, the light was working.
So possibly what they did yesterday, if they could have that done today, it will help.
Especially the rush hours.
Yeah.
It is always important. If not, look, innocent people are incurring costs and losing lives. So it's important.
Thank you for passing this information to authority.
I think that with respect to the privatization or the partial privatization of ECG, it is something that I looked up to, and available data suggests that the IMF have long been on our necks for
such an initiative.
Is that okay? And I will have no doubt that this same call for privatization is as a result of their pressure on the government. You see, in 2015, when the then government, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, took Ghana to IMF, they advanced an extended credit of $950 million, $80 million to Ghana. And one of the cardinal key conditions was of the privatization of the ECG. Again, if you look at the Millennium Challenge account, Compact 2, one of the conditions was that we should privatize the ECG. And what they wanted was that the privatization should be 80%, government should have only 20% stake. And when you look at it, if the government of Ghana has 20% stake, it means that the government don't have control over it. You get it? So all these things, if you look at it, it tells you that it points to one thing. It is the IMF who wants Ghana to privatize a sector. And I always ask myself, if we privatize it, most of these companies are going to be, most of them are foreigners. Is that okay? Perhaps Ghanaians, we might not have that without that technical know-how. Is that okay? To take over these companies, the ECG, and manage. So you, at the end of the day, most of the companies or all the companies that will be taken over might be, most of them are going to be foreign companies. And you ask yourself, at the end of the day, whatever resources that they are able to generate in this country is expatriated to the foreign countries. You get it? The argument that, when they take over, there's not going to be job losses. I just looked at that and I laughed. It's so laughable.
Nobody said that.
Is that okay? No, you didn't say that. But listening to others, that many people advance, even the private sector will come, there will be growth. But the fact of the matter is that the TUC and others are worried based on the fact that if there is going to be privatization of the sector, the many of the people who are employed, the employees at the ECG, are going to lose their jobs because the private entrepreneur who comes in will want to balance productivity, is that okay, with revenue, and will want to also make gains out of whatever investment they make. So there's the likelihood that there will be labor redundancy. When Vodafone took over, Ghana took over Ghana Telecom. They laid off. That time it was it One Touch or what?
One Touch.
Yes, they laid off a lot of people. I know a lot of people in this municipality who were laid off, and it cuts across the entire.
I think it was similar, such that it wasn't fully or taken by Vodafone.
Yes,
partial. I think 70%.
Yes, it was
30% government.
70%.
Yeah,
under Kufuor's regime.
Yes. No, but it doesn't matter.
No, I'm
and you promise to take it back. To take it back when you win power. I could remember. It
was full of political
campaigning on this particular thing and saying that then that if you win power, you're going to reverse it. But it didn't happen.
You see, it was full of yes.
I'm allowed doctor.
No, but it is outside. There are some of the issues are there. Yeah. When we are looking at them, we must take off the political lenses and look at them this past. Do you get it?
Yes.
I am someone who believes that, yes, ECG has its own challenges.
Okay.
But ask yourself, are those challenges beyond government's ability or the institution itself ability to curb them?
Okay.
Government upon government have invested in ECG. But you ask yourself, the common mantra that ECG goes to the what is the name? The Public Utility Regulatory Authority is that they always want to increase the utilities so that they will offer us efficient service. Yeah. You ask yourself, the more they increase, the more the services dwindle. Do you get it? So it tells you that there is something fundamentally wrong. And almost every tenure, anytime government leaves, ECG is always indebted. Do you get it? So it tells you that, yes, there is that need for us to do something with ECG. And I believe that the political manipulation or interference within the system plays a key role in some of these things. I always ask myself, how can you be the head of the revenue generation in ECG. And at the end of the day, we ran at a loss. And we are now forced to look for money somewhere to come and sew you up when you are still there. Huh? What are the KPIs given to you that if you don't meet A and B, you leave? So it's like the workers themselves, they have now realized, oh, let's ensure that, oh, even if there is debt, government at the end of the day will come. Do you get it? But I think that at a point in time, it must stop. I am happy that the NDC today is calling for the privatization. And they have made us to understand that it's partial, it's not full participation of the private sector. Good, it is something that it is good. But you see, the double standards is what I personally don't like. You remember in 2018, 2017 downward to 18, Honorable Bocha Ajako, the then Minister of Energy, laid a bill in Parliament talking about the privatization. This same NDCB indicated that, look, if they privatize the sector, it will lead to loss of jobs. That it will hamper rural electrification because the private sector, even the private sector led, that company might be looking for value for money. And how many people will be in the villages that the company will want to extend light to them? And for what purpose? So if they allow for the privatization, there's the likelihood that rural electrification will be hampered. Many people within the hinterlands and the villages might not get light. The question I ask, what has happened? So as politicians, it is always prudent that we should be careful what we say. When we know very well within ourselves that, look, ECG itself has challenges. So if we want to deal with it, there's the need for us to privatize it. And I think that if the government or the state wants to privatize the ECG, it should not be a full takeover. I agree, there should be partial privatization.
Okay.
Do you get it? So that at least we can even allow for many companies to come in, like we have in the telecoms. That way we'll allow for competition, and it will even allow for efficient delivery and services. But if everything, we want to always politicize it, depending on where you find yourself today. When you are in opposition, you seem to go with the citizens because you want to say something that they want to hear. Do you get it? But when you come to power, the game plan changes. And I'm always happy that NDC, MPP, we have transitioned before. So we know what is happening in the energy sector. But we will not at any point in time say the truth because we want to leverage the opportunity to ourselves.
Why would politicians know all this but will still put their hands in the management of ECG to the extent that they are incurring losses and no one seems to be concerned about it? Is it that you don't care about what the citizenry go through?
You see, the fact of the matter is that the government of the day, as the NDC is in government, energy is a key campaign tool. You remember recently when there was doomsaw everywhere? There were doomsaw everywhere. To the extent that people started now sleeping at funeral homes or grounds because the rooms were hot. So if you hear that there is a funeral in your area, you just take your shirt and then put on your shoulder and go and sit there.
Doc, but you can still sit outside.
Oh no, how can you sit outside alone? You get to a place that there are people for you to engage, share ideas, and by the time you realize the cock will crow and you go home. That was how some of us experienced.
Dr.
Do you get it? So, because don't take this, it's a serious matter.
You see, Doc, I actually asked that question because of some of the incidents, some of the things that we had heard maybe right after the exit of your government, that some politicians were actually supervised certain malfeasance, alleged malfeasance at the ECG.
You see, sometimes I always feel that as politicians, that is why I say that we must be factual and truthful to the citizen.
Okay.
Do you get it? If you feel that someone has aided in abetting crime, the law courts are there.
Okay.
Is that okay? It is only fair and proper that you subject the person to the rules of the game. And I'm happy that within these days, I'm told some people have been invited for the PDS or all those. It is fair. You get it? It is only fair. But when you make it seem like, oh, that problem, it is only one political party that has come to create it. It is a systemic issue that we must all deal with. It is a systemic issue that over the years, ECG itself have been talking about losses, energy losses, and government keeps on spending to ensure that they curb that. But the more they spend, the more the problem is created. You see, the lack of truthfulness is the problem. You remember when we handed over to the NDC, that issue of cables. Oh, they started. These NDC people can lie to their teeth. I don't know whether they were born with that DNA of telling lie. You remember when the minister came? No, they have stolen the cables at the port, containers. Even they went to a Chinese warehouse and arrested the people and got intercepted a 40-footer container at Central Region. At the end of the day, it was revealed that allegation that the cables were missing, they were never missing. They were still at the port.
Oh.
You are not aware that the revelation was that the containers were still at the port.
And those ones that were found are in those locations?
It were all a hoax.
Oh. But journalists, we saw journalists showed videos and pictures.
I was waiting
pictures of those that were found in those locations.
So you think that the container, the Chinese company that they went and arrested them, they were not from the government of Ghana.
Oh, I understand serial numbers of those.
Oh my
those cables were traced.
Were traced to
some of the
we have been asking the minister. We asked the minister genuine questions. Those genuine questions. Why is it that at the end of the day you have seen them? Do you get it? At the port. Come to tell the people that it was a mistake. It was an oversight. You did not finish the investigation. You get it? I am bringing this point to belabor the fact that we must always at any point in time tell the people the truth.
Okay.
Do you get it? The ECG privatization is a campaign tool for any political party in opposition. So the government of the day, be it MPP, NDC, will feel that if I don't manage the sector very well, it will go against me. So both parties, when we're in power, we realize that there's the need for us to privatize. You remember when we spoke about that, NETCO workers at Tamale, some of them, they came out and demonstrated that they don't want it to be privatized. Do you get it? The privatization didn't start today. But my worry is that if we allow the privatization to take effect, who are the companies or which companies will manage them? At the end of the day, these companies will be the foreign expatriates. And at the end of the day, again, you realize that the jobs that we were thinking that it will create, many of the jobs will be lost. Bear in mind, these people came and hoodwinked their names about the 24-hour economy. 133. It's okay. So as you are sitting here, many people were expecting that you will do shift in that order. But we told them, we kept on telling Ghanaians that 24-hour economy manifests effectively under an efficient lightning system, an efficient industrialization, where companies themselves will expand production because there is demand. Ghanaians didn't listen. Do you get it? So with this 24-hour economy that he has brought, it's okay. But what I'm saying is that Ghanaians that didn't listen to us and felt that they needed jobs desperately because the NDC realized that they were vulnerable at that point and voted for the NDC. We are only telling them that it is fair.
Okay.
That you have made a mistake and we are pardoning you. But you have the opportunity to rewrite the wrongs in 2028. That is why we handed over Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to Ghanaians again, to ensure that the wrongs that they did in 2024, they should come back and rewrite it.
Okay.
Is that okay? Because when we brought on board our policies, our program, for instance, the free SHS, within 1 year we started it. But these people, almost 2 years, what's the name? 24-hour economy. What's that? Is dead on arrival. Ghanaians should forget about the 24-hour.
They said they've started it in some institutions.
Well, that's me. The health sector. Nurses were already going on shift.
On shift, yeah.
Police service on shift. Fire service on shift. The military on shift. What else? Even if you go to Tam Harbor, some companies were running on shift basis.
Okay.
Is that okay? Just recently, even at the airport, they were running on shift basis. It's okay. So I don't know why some of these things I don't even know whether these people they voodoo Ghanaians. All that they were saying, we were just believing them.
All right. So let's give William some few minutes, maybe a minute or two, to say one or two things, and we get back and change the topic.
Yes, you see, Muta.
Yes, William.
I think that
if he said you hoodwink Ghanaians,
if there is any group of people who can hoodwink Ghanaians, if there is any group of people who can lie, if there is any group of people who can be very incompetent,
yes,
it is the MPP, including Dr. Akonga sitting here. He is one of them. I am telling you. Let me tell you why. I will demonstrate to you how ignorant, how he can lie on this table. He said that we promised 133, and they expected that by now you people here, aren't you a private sector? Are you a government sector? Did we say that it is compulsory by force, as somebody will say, for everybody to join that program? We did not say that. We said that it is voluntary. If you opt to join, then you stand to benefit certain gains. Was that not what we told you? So if you have decided that you don't want to join, how does the absence of your 1-3? We don't go and read a manifesto. When you don't listen to a message, when you don't listen to someone's message, don't attack the message. You will expose.
You are rather say we are incompetent.
Listen, when you are very well, we said that
you are going to do that.
Dog, please relax. We told you that when you subscribe to it, then we waiver your electricity demand or consumption. Did we not mention that in the run-up to the election? Muta, go online, you see it is there. We said that. Where were you, Akunga? You were running around deceiving Dr. Mahmoud whether you were winning. And finally, you gave the guy 38%. And you are here saying that you will win. You will win what? Is there anybody who lies more than Mahmoud Bawumia? Go to Google now and ask Google who is a liar in Ghana. Even Google knows that is your Mahmoud, your candidate. Then he talks about NDC being double standard. My goodness. But has he forgotten that when we resisted the bill Honorable Ajako took to Parliament, and they still use their numbers to push it through, in the end, they disgrace themselves. Didn't Akufo-Addo come out to say that he was misled into signing that bill? Was that not a disgrace? Was it not better for you people to have listened to us and stopped it? When you refused and did it, you embarrassed yourself at the end. Today, the money you lost to PDS by way of corruption amounted to some $1.5 or $6 billion. Up till now, we have not been able to recover that money. And you are sitting here and saying what? Then he says that we said that there will not be job losses. I don't know who in the NDC has said so. When we entirely hand over the ECG to the private sector. In fact, in my submission,
when he mentioned that he tried linking what happened.
No, he said that we have said so. And I said that then he said no, not me.
One touch.
But I'm saying that yes. But I'm saying that nobody in the NDC has said that when you completely privatize, there will not be job losses.
Okay.
In fact, in my submission, I admitted that. And so I said that we try to strike a balance between the private sector and the public sector so that the people can, retain their jobs. And so when you say we have lied and we are caught and we play double standard, that is very unfortunate. Then he's talking about the fact that it doesn't create any jobs. Why won't they create jobs? If there is efficiency in this electricity supply, won't more businesses be created? Won't businesses be expanded? And when a business is expanded, now when people were here and you were not two studios, radio stations, was your number same? Today the number has increased. So if you expand to a TV station, won't you employ more?
We employ more.
So is that not job creation? Simple logic. These people will not read. They won't understand anything. And they'll come and be talking and say we are lying. Who is lying? This thing is simple.
So is that happening? Is that happening? He says that the 24-hour economy is...
No, I am talking about...
Dead on arrival.
The 24-hour economy. We did not say that we were going to implement 24-hour economy in 1 year.
Okay.
Did we make that promise? No. In any case, you averted his mind to the fact that it has kick-started in some areas. And that is a fact.
Like what?
Like the port. Like some...
he said the port were already running.
The ports were not already running. That is a lie. When we were running the campaign at the time.
But there are some institutions that actually have been running ships.
Of course, like the health, he mentioned, that is true. And even with the health...
Police.
I'm coming. Even with the health, at a certain point, if you were critically ill in the night and you go to the hospital, you won't get a doctor. Unless the next day. And that is that not true?
Yeah,
at the police station, after 6 p.m., you will not get anybody to Grand Ube. They will tell you they have closed. Is that not true? So is that thing same as running 24/7? It is not. This is simple. And or to know that.
So is that to say that you would have two in charges or three? Or
when we say it should run 24/7, it means that at any material time T, if you need any services rendered, if you are bailing somebody in the night, it should be possible. If you are taking somebody to the hospital at 12 a.m.
All right.
or 1 a.m., you should get a doctor. There should be a doctor to take care of the person.
So he says that you have double standards with respect to the privatization of ECG.
What is the double standard here? I told him that we don't have a double standard because he's saying that we keep against the bill Honorable Ajako laid in Parliament at their time. Was that not what he referenced? And I'm saying that when they refuse to listen to us, did they not disgrace themselves at the end? Did they not mess up only for the president to come out and say that he was misled by the minister and so he fired the guy? So what is the double standard? What we said then is not different from what we are saying today.
The fact that what you were saying after you took over power, that the ECG cables were...
Of course, you averted this ban to the fact that the minister at every time went with your sister station, TV station. And we're seeing them from our homes. Me, I saw them, but I was not in Accra. You saw them. You were not in Accra. To the extent that they were even melting some of the cables to manufacture other wares, household utensils. We saw them on TV. So which one is a lie? Is it something we didn't see? If the thing was a story that was told that nobody saw, that he can say that we are lying because we didn't see anything.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. But we saw everything feely. So what is Dr. Kunga talking about? He should come again. Look, this government, despite all the description he has given to the government, still has a very high performance rating. This NDC government, one and a half years down the line, we still have a very high performance rating. So you think if we lie to the people of Ghana, they'll still be rating John Mahama high?
All right.
That obviously cannot be true.
Okay. Dr. Kunga, you have something to say, then we switch the topic.
Yes, I think that with respect to the 24-hour economy, I still believe that, yes, the 24-hour economy in itself is in limbo. And I believe that the NDC needed power at that point. So what they needed to do was to come out with a policy that many Ghanaians needed to listen to. Bear in mind, at that point and currently, the unemployment rate is still high.
But less than you handed over to us.
No. Go and check.
It's less than you handed over to us.
It's not less. You are not
going to go and check.
It's not.
It is less.
No. Don't let us look at it. Go and check the figure. My brother, check the figure for us in 2025 and 2024 and now.
It is less than you handed over.
Oh my goodness me! It is not.
It is.
You get it?
We know
it is not.
Give us the figures.
Oh.
Substantiate the argument.
Wait, can you let me go? You see, what Ghanaians they realize that many of the youth are unemployed and they are desperately looking for jobs. So what do we need to do? We must come out with a policy or a program. I call it a program because currently it's even a dead program that is yet to be resurrected. So let's come out with a program that will appeal to their senses. And many of them were vulnerable at that time. But
who made them vulnerable?
What is so surprising is that haven't said that to them, unless create the opportunities.
Okay.
I've always said that the responsibility of a government is not to be in business, but it's only to create the enabler environment for business, the private sector, to take over and create jobs. Is that okay? If you ask yourself, this government, since they came, and looking at their political antecedent and historical antecedent, you realize that the NDC is a social democrat. We are the capitalists. The capitalists, their mindset is into business, create opportunities for the business sector to grow and employ people. But the NDC is the reverse. I'm saying so because if you look at this government since they came, if I ask you what is the policy direction and investment in the private sector, you can't tell. You can't tell. So I believe that this government, in terms of the job creation, up for employing people into government parastatals, almost every government does that.
Muda, if you can help.
Almost every government does that.
With the
is that okay?
Unemployment data.
Do you get it? Almost everybody does that. So since everybody does that, we expect this government to rather bring in place policies and programs that will expand the private sector. And when the private sector expands or grows, it is the private sector that will employ this teeming unemployed youth. Do you get it? On the issue of ECG being privatized, you say he started. We are incompetent. We are ignorant. You see, sometimes when we are speaking, we don't need to allow our emotions to control us. Do you get it? When you allow your emotions to control you, you end up saying things that are unpalatable to your opponent, which is not the best.
Really?
So, but to call someone ignorant.
Okay.
Do you understand?
But to call someone a liar is palatable.
Ignorant.
Okay.
Do you get it? So I believe that it is only fair we are measured in whatever we say. You get it? But the fact of the matter is that we expect that even if the government is going to privatize, we as MPP will not join that bandwagon as they did to chastise, make the government unpopular. We will not do that. We might be asking fair and cogent issues.
All right.
That will rather strengthen whatever bill that will be laid in Parliament towards the privatization of the sector. Or else, as a responsible opposition and a minority in Parliament, although they have the numbers, as he indicated that, our time with date, we will only ask the germane questions. And when we ask them and they see reasoning in whatever we have said, and they feel that it is only fair and proper for them to amend it, fair enough. But if it is not, there's no problem. Do you get it? All that the end user wants is that he should get up in the morning and there's light for him to go on with his activity. He should get up midnight to put the AC on and there's light. Do you get it? Oh, that's all that the end user wants. So whatever ECG, and for that matter, the government will do fairly to bring the end user the service. That's all that is important.
All right.
Do you get it?
All right.
But in doing that, the end user needs fairness in the utility bills.
Okay.
Do you get it? As we speak, the utility bills is skyrocketing. You buy the light, and I'm happy that IMF is gradually exiting. We don't want. They have made Ghanaians to know that, the quarterly review You see that when we say review, IMF didn't say that quarterly used to increase. They said quarterly review. Do you get it? A review could mean that you could either increase it or reduce it. So that mantra that is the IMF, we signed it. Okay, fair enough. IMF said quarterly review. Now the IMF is almost exited. If the IMF finally leaves, we don't want to hear stories that it is the MPP.
All right.
You get it?
All right.
We will hold the NDC.
Just 1 second, by way of education.
Yes.
At least we communicate to also educate.
Yes,
With respect to the unemployment data, in 2024, at the end of 2022, when they handed over, they handed over an unemployment rate of 13.6%. At the end of 2025, it dropped to 12.8%. And on this year is yet going. So calculations will not be done now. So that is by way of information. Now you look
it dropped from what?
It dropped from 13.6 to 12.8. 13.6 in 2024 to 12.8 in 2025. I think there's a change. There's a difference between 13.6 and 12.8. Now the average national unemployment, unemployment rate in 2024 was 13.6 and declined. Was 14.6 and declined to 13.6. And so there has been a decline. So Doc should get himself abreast with the figures. At least you are seeking to be a regional communication officer. And I think that it's important we speak to facts. So unemployment rate now is less than you handed over to us in 2024.
What is the source?
Ghana Statistical Service.
Good.
So
thank you.
I was also going through the Ghana Statistical Service data, and the similar stats also have been recorded even during their time. We they also at the point had 13.6. That is to 14.6. And so it was undulating.
Yes.
Always undulating.
Yeah, but
it's not stable. As it's not like from one quarter to the other, you've had stability.
I agree with you.
Stability.
But we are talking about the argument was what they handed over to us and what the situation is now.
All right.
Comparatively, it is less now.
We have just zoomed into the employment issue, and I would want Doc to come in here. The NDC, even during the IMF deliberations, made some commitment. They're saying that they are going to roll in a new policy, a new idea that will enable government increase job creation in the country. They have a new policy called New Economy, signaling what could become government next major strategy focused on development and job creation. I don't know if you want to share your idea, what you make of such a plan, and how that could affect the development of the country.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, what happens is that jobs is what many people are interested in.
Yeah.
And beyond that, you ask yourself, where are the jobs? Where are they coming from? Yeah, it is good the government is talking about coming out with an economic plan or a policy that at the end of the day will create jobs. But we have faced similar situations. And that nearly even plunged this country into an abyss. You remember the GPRS one, that's the structural adjustment one, that took place in 1983 thereabout. Do you get it?
Yeah.
We had the GPRS 2 and all those things. All those were economic policies under the Rawlings regime to, in a way, stabilize the economy and create jobs for the youth. You get it? So I believe that the NDC, through the Minister of Finance, will only have to brief Ghanaians. They only need to brief us to get to understand how that economic model will be. The economic model that they will put forward will not expatiate on that. To tell Ghanaians, let Ghanaians know that it is ABCD that will create the jobs. But the mere fact that the government, through the Ministry of Finance, have indicated that they are coming out with an economic policy or a model to create jobs in itself is, I would say, it's a wasteful thinking. In the sense that as we speak, there's no blueprint on that. Until there's a blueprint on that, and we see the deliverables, the government begin to implement it. You know, government of Ghana, over the years, one of the bane in this country is of the fact that if you look at it, both political parties, and for that matter, the minority parties, we have not been able to come together on a round table to sign a pact and to agree that this is the direction of the country that we want the development to chart. Almost everybody, every political party does the way they want, based on their manifesto. If you look at the developed countries, like the US, the UK and others, for instance, when the Labour Party comes in the US, and then the others, the Democrats and the Republicans, they have their own manifesto. But that manifesto is tied into the National Development Plan. So you are executing your manifesto, but in effect, what you are executing is what is the direction that the National Development Plan is ensuring that political parties do. But in Ghana, both political parties, we come in with our own manifesto. We do the same way we want. A government comes in, inherit projects, and because of the fact that he wants to go with its manifesto as promised, they will have to forget about the other projects that were inherited in order to go on with their project. And that vicious cycle continues. You look at currently the Agenda 111. I think that the government of the day can do as good if they are able to complete all, if not complete almost all of them, to, in a way, employ most of the nurses. Do you get it? If they are able to even complete about 50 of them, look, they can employ up to 1,000 or 2,000 of the nurses into some of these places. Not only only the nurses, there will be other ancillary staff that can be employed. Do you get it? So these are all ways of creating jobs. So I believe that if the minister, through the finance minister, comes out to say something like that, it's fair enough. It's good. But my worry is that, look, we have seen this before. Committees upon committees have been set. Do you get it? About National Development Plan, 40 years, 30 years development plan. It is on paper.
Not on the ground.
But not on the ground. The implementation has always been the problem. Many of the political parties and the key stakeholders who are supposed to come on board to agree to it.
What would
the issues that
what would an MPP government would have been doing differently in a situation like this?
I think that, you see, what I believe is that we had our economic model, we had our manifesto, and with that manifesto, you remember Dr. Mahmoud Bouamer was championing this AI. You understand? If you look at it globally, the AI has come to stay, and this AI is an innovative means that many of the youth can get employed. Look, you have a lot of guys who are now into content creation. Do you get it? Content creation. It's through the AI. You have a lot of guys who can sit here, use various platforms to create content that many viewers all over the world, do you get it, can view. In a way, it creates jobs. Do you get it? You remember when we came under our regime, we brought this issue of the STEM schools, where we started about 7 and completed. One is in Pessinka. One is it's a very nice school. Unless you have not, unless you have not been there before. That school is, you see Bogis, that school is 100% better than what is in Bogis. The facilities, everything is there. And what we do is that those students don't learn the normal courses that we do here.
Is that what is supposed to be, or that's what is happening?
No, that is what is there.
No.
Oh my goodness. You see, sometimes when you haven't visited a place, when they tell you, you feel that it's not a fact. I will want you one day, go to Passington and see what is there.
Yeah, the structure is there.
The students are there learning robotics. Go there and see.
Okay.
You are even here. You can call someone who is a journalist there. Let the person go and check and come and report to you. This is a challenge I'm throwing to you. Do you get it? So these STEM schools are brought in place to ensure that we move away from the normal curriculum, what the curriculum tells us. Look, the grammar, the SATO and all those things. We must move away from that. So the minister through the government by then realized that we need to do that. We brought these STEM schools. So what we are only saying is that it is fair that at this point in time, you get it, the government expands them. The technical universities, we must take TVET very serious. And you remember under our regime, the technical universities, almost all the technical universities, there was that agenda, and we have done that. The engineering department of most of the technical universities that are into engineering, a facility was brought in place. They built the facility, furnished the facilities, and even there was, as part of the project, there was a Toyota Corolla handed over as part a package to the management of the engineering department to facilitate their project. And when you go there, our place, you get there.
I'm surprised.
Oh, you are not aware that our place, you are surprised.
So, all right.
That
so,
you are not aware. The one behind the administration.
The AVIC block.
All right. So
you are not aware that the Chinese project.
No, the AVIC block. Is that the one you are referring to?
Oh my goodness.
So you end your allow him.
Yes, it was led by the government. You are not aware that it was led by our government.
If your turn, you make
it was our government that brought it on. They brought it.
Kindly learn.
So I'm surprised you are asking me. Is it your government? We brought it.
Jesus Christ.
Huh? You are not aware that we brought it.
Okay.
I want to ask the question: is it the AVIC block? Yes or no? Simple.
Yes.
That's all.
So you are asking me which project is there? You are asking me which?
I don't know.
If not because of malice, you are asking me for what? You are very much aware. You know the project. You know what is there. And that it wasn't only our place.
Don't be distracted by.
No, I'm not only. You see, I've been in this. I'm not distracted. I'm only worried that he is even asking a question that he himself knows. For a fact, he himself knows very well.
All right.
And you're asking me.
All right. So let's have.
So I think that
them come in.
As part of the I'm only giving you some of these things to tell you how the government of the previous government did investment in the STEM schools and also in the TVET. Do you get it? And I think that this government can also do that. They should invest massively in the TVET.
All right.
Do you get it? If they invest massively in the TVET, they will be able to employ many hands.
All right.
And that can, in a way, even reduce the unemployment rate.
Right.
That we are all clamoring
Thank
for.
you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. So Muta.
Yes, Willie. What is the new economy all about?
Yeah. So before I get there, let me start from where he ended. You see, the AVIC block is referring. We call it the AVIC block on PTU campus. The two of us are there. It is not an MPP project. Let's put that on record straight. Let it reflect in the records that it is not an MPP project.
Look, that project is our project.
Relax,
that was built in almost all the technical universities. Who told you so?
Listen.
Is it the university project? Don't let us go
sources
there.
from
Don't let us go there.
Yes.
And you have people views about
Yes.
its origin.
It was built within their regime. That is different from it being built by their government. It is not true. I am saying that it is not true. AVIC block is not.
So which is which now?
No, you see, a project can, through a certain environment or climate, investors can come in and put up something within a certain regime. For example, this technical universities, the conversion was done under the NDC regime. But you cannot say that the NDC regime constructed the technical universities. They are not the same. Do you understand? The conversion of the polytechnics to technical universities was done by Professor Nana Jane when she was the education minister at the time. But it is not the same as saying that the technical universities were created or constructed by the NDC.
No,
So that is not true.
Who says so?
But then, this is a physical
I'm
project.
talking about that. That building that you have constructed.
I am saying that it was constructed under their regime, but it was not constructed by their government.
messing up the
That is the point I'm making.
They're messing up the
It is a Chinese project.
I think he made reference to
That
the.
was when I started asking whether it's the Avis block.
Oh, okay.
And he knew I was coming with that. That was why he introduced it.
No.
I know that we all
You are rather
know. We
messing
know.
up the whole thing.
You see,
You think that the Chinese,
please,
the Chinese will just
No.
You think that the Chinese will just get up and come and build it?
Okay.
What kind of thing is that?
No. What
You
I
think
talk
the
about-
Chinese will just come
There
and
have
say,
been
we are
partnerships.
building
There
it?
have been long
If the government of Ghana do not lobby for it to come,
No.
you think that the Chinese government will just come and build?
Please.
All right.
You see, everything can be done.
So
But it may not- it may not-
allow him to. So
No. Sammy, I won't allow you to use my time. No.
Maybe possible. I will not
Relax.
switch off your.
When you were speaking, I was.
Doc,
Sammy,
hold on.
When you were speaking,
So please, I think he has stopped. So
yes,
kindly
so
allow me to know just.
he had this
The question I want to ask is,
Yes,
you think that the Chinese
Relax.
Allow him to learn. When you get to your turn,
Relax.
you can.
When you were
your
speaking,
part.
I gave you the space to speak.
Please confirm.
So I am saying that it is not a project of the MPP government. That is not true. He was talking about STEM schools and cited the example in Pesempe. How many of them are in Ghana? So is it because
7.
Oh, Sammy, relax now. Why?
You listen to me.
Be better. Why are you jittery? Why are you jittery?
Completed 7.
Why are you jittery?
Hold on. Allow him to. Why
are you jittery?
Okay, so he said there are 7. He said there are seven in the country. So it's good to provide that information. That there are 7. He said there are 7 in the
7 at where?
In Ghana, we started
At where?
in Ghana.
Where are they?
Ghana is Ghana in this.
No, where are they? You see, the question one he's talking about. I wanted to ask whether, is it because Mahmoud Bawumia became the flag bearer? That's why you decided to go and build it in his home.
Oh.
Why?
And I had the right to ask the question. It's not an
These are
insult.
the sort of things that we are not developing.
Asking that question is not an insult. You see, if you can loot the system and think like there is no tomorrow, according to you yourselves, how can you develop? And you think questions will not let you develop? You looted the system as if there was no tomorrow, according to Kennedy Japan. How can you develop?
We asking you.
You should have that you put. You see, they built a an infectious
Disease
control unit.
Yeah.
Within the hospital. Is that a hospital? What kind of behavior is this?
Within the hospital?
Within the Sabila District Hospital. It's inside there.
Oh my goodness.
It's inside the Sabila District. It is a unit at the same hospital. Is that the hospital? Do you call that a hospital? Is that how we want to behave? You, like this
isn't it a good health facility?
No, it is good. I'm not disputing that. But I'm saying that when you call it a hospital, is that the hospital? A unit within or a department within the hospital. You come and say you build a hospital in Zabila. Which part of Zabila? Apart from where I mentioned, around just within the premises of the district hospital. Which part of Zabila did they build the hospital? Let's talk about that first.
So let's understand your
Then you mentioned that
economy.
we should complete the Agenda 111. You used about 4 years or more. And you could not complete your Agenda 111.
The project started in 2023.
Which 2023? You see, it was when COVID came. You see, Connor, why are you interjecting like that? What is your problem?
Allow him to do.
What is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem?
I will do that. I'll fact check that. I'll fact check that.
What is your problem?
You see, you're not on air. You're not on air. Yes.
They gave birth, the Agenda 111 was born during the outbreak of COVID-19. When did COVID-19 come? In 2019. It was under that they said they will build Agenda 111. So from 2020 to 2024 is how many years? Then you sit here and say 2023. What was 2023? It was COVID-19 that occasioned. Please relax. When you were talking, I was quiet. I was quiet. Please, Doc, let's not do that kind of thing. It was born within the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2019. Then after elections, you started some of them and you started the songs. So you did 4 years. You could not complete them. Then you come and sit here and say we should complete them in 4 years. Or you think Ghanaians voted for Mahama to rule for 10 years? They voted for John Mahama to rule for 4 years. They were your own flagship programs. Your priority programs, did you complete them? What are you talking about?
So the Agenda
Now-
111 hospital, what the records here, I'm sourcing, I've gotten source from myjoyonline.com and also Ministry of Finance that there was a budget in 2021 for the Agenda 111 hospitals, and sword was cut at Trede in the Ashanti region for the construction of the Agenda 111 hospital on the 17th of August 2021.
Is that not correct? Is that not 4 years? 2021, 2024?
And this is according to Ministry of
Yes.
Health.
So from 2021 to 2024, is that not 4 years? Am I wrong? Sammy, I have told you.
So
you are
please,
thinking to become a regional communication officer.
Please,
Let's stick to
please
facts.
tone down.
let's stick to facts.
I mean, no.
Let's stick to facts. Why would you go emotional? We are sticking to facts.
So please tone down.
Yeah, so let's proceed.
Let's get the conversation going.
Thank you for that assistance. No, it's not personal. If you don't speak the truth, I will tell you. And if telling you that is not
No. But then you go in that way, possible mind.
Which one? Which way?
So just continue.
No, I want to know the which way. If it is not good, I will take it back. Why not? After all, we are.
He says you making attributions and to him and saying that he wants to become the regional communication
He should
officer.
speak to facts. That is all. That is a higher level than we are doing now. Me, I'm the deputy communication officer. Maybe when I do that, my boss Abdallah can come and apologize and say, "Oh, my boy got it wrong." That's fine. But not for Abdallah to come and say this.
Please, can we carry
Then
on?
to the new economy. You see, the NDC government from the onset had been of the opinion that the first year is to stabilize the system, stabilize the economy. And indeed, will stabilize the system. Now, having stabilized the system, the next thing is to consolidate the gains. To consolidate the gains by doing what? And what does it mean to consolidate gains? So, the minister is saying that having stabilized the economy, the next thing is to leverage on the stabilized economy to expand the system so that a lot more jobs can be created. So the new economy aims at using about $1.6 billion to focus on certain key areas that can create jobs, like infrastructure. Like we are talking about the completion and building of certain infrastructure. When they are completed, like he mentioned, and I agree with him, the health facilities, a lot more people will be employed. Schools that have not been completed, a lot more teachers will be employed, and other facilities you can name. Then the other thing is, we use the part of that money, and the intention of that money, the usage of that money, is to build an environment where the private sector can leverage on government funding. Private sector leveraging on government funding to open up the sector. Then a lot more jobs, up to about some 500,000 jobs can be created. And of course,
so this funding, is it meant to kind of a loan system, or it is freebie?
You see, we depending on, it could be a case by case basis. If you, let's say there are some smaller businesses that need support and may not be able to repay. So as we speak, and even in the past, there were monies from government that were given to those people to support themselves. And in some cases, they've not been made to pay back. But there are certain cases where you are giving the support by way of funding, then you will pay back with time. So it depends on the situation.
So how are you going to roll out the system? Kind of a need-based system?
Of course, that's why need-based is what I refer to as case-by-case study. So your case will be different from my case. And my case will be different from his case. So if I am somebody who has a capacity to pick this amount of money, make returns from it as quickly as possible, repay, then that money is also, or part of it is also given to another person to support himself. Then that can be done. And by so doing, we are able to create a lot of the jobs, to augment the jobs that will be created by the government sector. I mean, the government sector jobs are the reason why a lot of people are not employed. That we continue to talk about unemployment, because we rely solely on government sector jobs. But when the private sector has a friendly environment, a good climate, then the private sector is able to build and expand. And by so doing, a lot of jobs. People will not even be talking about being employed by government. Because there are a lot of people on the market today that if you offer them some public sector jobs, they will decline to accept the offer. Because they make more money from the private sector than they make in the public sector.
All right.
And of course, they have their freedom as and when they want to do work, they will do work.
So what are your timelines for this?
Yeah, so the intent is that by 2027, next year, all these things will kickstart because stabilization has been done. The IMF we are exiting IMF in June, and the next budget will be read in November. So that economy is expected to be captured in the 2027 budget.
All right.
And so in 2027, we see some of these things ruled out.
William, thank you very much for adding your voice to this. We would want to open the phone lines now for our listeners to share their views with us. Maybe I don't know.
Yes, I want to wait.
All right. So briefly, we allow phone call.
With respect to the project I spoke of in the technical universities, he indicated to us that it wasn't an MPP project. Go to the Commission for TVET Ghana on the 12th March 2022, and I read. It caps newly constructed workshop at the Kumasi Technical University. The government of Ghana is upgrading a number of technical universities and technical institutes by the construction of workshops and installation equipment for the use of these institutions. The project is designed to support the vital part. Parliament in March 2018 approved by resolution the concessional loan agreement between the government of Ghana and the Exim Bank of China for an amount of $190 million to finance the rehabilitation and upgrading of equipment in polytechnics and technical institutes. Okay. Now, these are the project. This is the project. To show him this is what is in our school. These are the equipment there. This is what is there. This is the same project. So when you sit down here, government of Ghana it is not a project. So you think that the Chinese will just get up and come and say they are building for all the 10 countries. What kind of reason is? Huh? So when you sit here, yes, let us always understand that, look, sometimes it is good when you credit the government of the day. I sit here and I say, oh, some of the things they have done is good. All right. It is not about you coming to sit here and say, oh, everything about MPP. I am not putting it to you. That is it. That's it all. Sure. You can go there. All right. These are the construction. Let me pass this. Listen, construction of engineering workshop in 10 technical universities. Yes. Construction of engineering workshop in 5 technical universities. And look, these are the things.
Yes, I've seen that.
You have seen that.
I've seen that.
Just 1 second.
You said yes.
Oh, please, let me also come now.
It is not our project.
Let me come now. So, I mean, why you say that when you talk,
you will not consider?
Yeah, let me. When I do what I want to do, you know whether I will consider or not. So, yes, the AVIC blocks are established on several technical university campuses across Ghana. These were constructed under a Ghana-China government collaboration.
It's a law, no collaboration.
You see, I'm not speaking, I'm reading. But when you were reading, I was quiet. Why are you always like that?
I want you to understand.
No, understand why. When you were reading, I was quiet.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's okay. I am giving the chance now for the listeners to join the conversation. Hold on, Willie, you are not on air. You are not on air again. We have a Pasonore Vitus Vanda is watching us from Accra, and he says that please remind the NDC man that Nana Addo left office with the light on, so they should stop that. They stop their complaints and fix it. And anytime they are in power, the light always goes on and off, especially in Boga. So. Pasonore passes this. Said wrote this on Facebook, and it's under our comment section. Please go share and comment. Let's let your views be heard across the world. For those of us who are listening and want to be part of the conversation, you can call now 0382091508 or 0382095566. Let me have our first call on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. Your name? Where are you calling from?
It is not true.
Hello.
Yes, hello, your name, where are you calling from?
What do you do?
Yes, landlord.
How's the morning?
We can't complain, landlord.
They had a
Tell
wrong.
my brother, doctor, to keep quiet.
Yes.
He has made his submission
Yes, please, let's hear you, landlord.
to listen to the views of the listeners too. Kilo,
Yes, landlord.
have you bought your ram for the Salah?
I'm waiting for you.
You need to go.
So that I'll come and go to Aya market.
You need to go and get your ram as well as the rice and the oil. In the last 2 years ago, a bag of rice was going to almost 1,000 cities.
Thank you.
But thanks to John Muhammad, the economy today, it now goes to less than 400, 380. And these guys are telling Akufo-Addo is better. Hey, MPP. But they should the turntable. You see, Kilo,
Yes.
before you leave, I want you to kill this mischief and lies from the MPP guys. I beg you. If I've been saying this and since I don't want to do it, I want you to check for me. The unemployment rate in 2017, before MPP came to power, and the unemployment rate when they were leaving power, and today, and unemployment rate of today. Because this mischief of that, we came and created jobs. Please, MPP, please, we are begging you. With this lies, Ghanaians start you with over 1.8 million votes. And you not say stop this lies again. You want power, you said I know one and blah blah. You let power, not even one has been completed in Upper East. You tell me, I'm asking you, just tell me one, don't call the moment, people have been completed in Upper East. Not even one. And you say that you're going to job, which job have you created so far? Even the NAPCO that you brought, they were even owning government almost about 1 year, 2 months. You couldn't even pay them. And you're still talking about unemployment. Before you came to power, unemployment was almost 8%. By the time it jumped almost 15%. The edges of MPP. Today, how is it today? That reduced to almost 8%. So, look at my side break. That number is not even enough. Government needs to do more. But the FPP has more to talk about unemployment in this country. Good morning to our listeners.
Good morning to you. So the MPP took over when unemployment was around 8.5%, 8.6% in 2017. That is what the data says from Ghana Statistical Service. Hello, please. Your name, where are you calling from?
Okay, good morning.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. It has been a while.
Yes. Please, your name?
Master Udu.
Master Udu?
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
Let me say good morning to Sami as well as William. You see, propaganda is something that our friends from the NDC as usual use that. And that is the reason why my friend in your seat keep on pushing Sami into. Because let it even come to what language just spoke about. Let's be accepted that we bring what is the name NAPCO. And NAPCO, you see, before NAPCO was launched, it was a program. It was a 4-year program. He doesn't know that. Government and the MPP never come with a policy without not having an end. It was a policy budgeted for 4 good years. You can go. They were collecting 700 and go and count it by 4 years. You see the amount of the money that they were collecting. So it was budget. Let's come to the issue that you put on the table. You see, the agenda 111 the president is talking about today. The president is not being truthful to Ghanaians. And the Minister of Health is looking a different way. The chairman of the committee, who is our own brother from Nabdan here, is seeking another way. Go and check. Recently, April, the Minister of Akando was thinking that they cannot be able to complete the agenda 111. The chairman of the committee, he told us that before they completed agenda 111, it would take 21 years. That's Ketnawani from the Nabdan here. That's 20 go to my graphic online, you see. And besides that, we were having a contention about when the agenda 111 started. Look, when the president cut the sword, the president cut the sword in 2021, but some of the project started in 2023. And that is a fact because the project didn't start at the same time. Even as you see, there were a problem, some location of the land. The president said that it was ambitious. What is more ambitious than the 24-hour market that is cutting so across the region? What is more ambitious than the building of 200 e-blocks that he was promised at the end of the day? They completed only 23. They completed only, and in the record, when they were handed over, it was 49 that they give to the education bar. But well done completed 23 out of the 49. How many of them were they able to complete it?
All right.
Afam, you are beautiful. You should stop the propaganda. Ghanaians are suffering.
All right.
This is the truth. The Mama should go and complete the agenda.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Masa Audu. Your name, where are you calling from?
It is Maxwell.
Yeah, Maxwell.
Yes, sir.
I hope you're doing well today.
Fine.
Yes. Maxwell, let's hear you.
Good morning to my two brothers, Apaliam and to Dr. Konga. I think that Apaliam should always tone down and give respect to his colleague. I think the mere fact that we are doing political communication doesn't mean we should be doing that to ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
If you look at today now, the only thing that President Mahama will say, and I will believe, is what he mentions his wife's name. That is all.
Oh.
The rest, I will never believe him.
Why?
Look at what these people are turning out. Sometimes I say we need to look at the figures again, because sometimes in 2015 or so, you remember the IMF had to punish the whole Ghana for China outcome figures. If you look at the unemployment, is it not measured by the number of employments you have made? And these are people who came and sacked people who were employed. What major employment have they done? And this employment rate is just coming down. So I think sometimes we have to look at it. Look, I don't know whether sometimes the NDC, I said it somewhere that the only party without shame is NDC. Because if you listen to what John Zenapo said about this ECD privatization when he was in opposition and what they are saying today, sometimes I ask whether they listen to themselves. And is it not prudent that sometimes they come back to that? We apologize for some of the things we said in opposition. We thought that it was ABC, but upon hindsight, we've realized that this is the right way for us to go as a country.
All right.
You oppose this thing in opposition, and you just came and you are on each other's list that we need to privatize ECG. For what? For whose gain? Look, if we are talking about employment, remember when they messed up with the recruitment into the security services, they were telling their supporters that they should wait because in June, IMF will exit and they will have the opportunity to employ more. Are you thinking of the wage bill? This is a country that borrowed 70 million people. And you are citing your supporters that when IMF exits, you will be employing more.
All right.
Putting pressure on the exchequer. So where are you going to get that additional money to pay those people? So this, all what they are doing since day one has just been that they want to be certain the minds of Ghanaians. That is all.
Okay.
And I think that is not a way for us to.
Thank you very much, Maxwell. Maxwell called us from Bolga East. We truly appreciate your time with us this morning. Wow. I was actually ending the call segment here, but then someone is in. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, please, your name, where are you calling from?
This is Prof. Zach on the line.
Yeah, Prof. Zach.
Yes.
Are you Nabrongo or Bolga here? Okay.
Let me say good morning to you and to your cherished listeners, especially Comrade Apolian in the studio. Doc, I beg you, you are trying to be the communication.
Oh, can you kindly make your submission?
Yeah, I'm making my submission.
But don't make it personal, please.
No, this is not personal. Dog is my good friend. You know that.
All right.
Yes, you see, with the issues all the time, he's saying that sometimes the MPP continue to soliloquize.
They keep on repeating themselves over things that they have said multiple times, and Ghanaians are not buying because they realize that they are hopelessly super incompetent. In fact, this current administration, due to the competence of Honorable Dr. Kesel Atuposin, the governor, Dr. Ekema, with a competent team in place, have been able to achieve what IMF, the World Bank, were even predicting to be done in 3 years' time. We have achieved it within a single year. That is unprecedented. Today, we are talking about our appreciation of the city to almost 40%. We have seen a single-digit inflation of almost 3.4%. You understand? And we have seen a food inflation. This is the most important thing. The food inflation has gone down drastically. Today, Dr. Akonga could go and afford rice, maize, oil at a cheaper price. But they still, these people who say that they don't eat inflation. But equally, do we eat instability? Do we eat instability? Come on. Let's get serious in this country.
All right.
In fact, we have a business to do in this country by resetting the country. And that's what I want to do.
All right.
And IMF has commended us. And in fact, we don't want to remain complacent. But saying that because we have achieved this, we want to go and sleep.
All right.
That is why we have brought this PCI, Policy Coordination Instrument. That will make sure that it keeps us on track.
All right.
We will be able to maintain the stability that we have gained within the 1.5 years.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Prof.
So
Zach.
let's do the essentially John Dramani Mahama to feel the mess that these people have created. Good morning to your cherished listeners.
Thank you. Good morning to you too as well. That is Prof. Zach. He called us from Bolga here. That is where we end the segment with the calls. I will get back into the studio for you to also for our guests to share their last views before we leave. William.
Yeah, Muta.
Yeah. Your last words, maybe one or two.
Okay. Yeah. So the point is that the agenda to reset Ghana is real.
All right.
And it's on course. John Mahama is performing, as I have told you. The ministers he has appointed to help him deliver are delivering. And because of that, we are seeing results. What results are we seeing? Like Prof. Zach said, inflation rate has gone down to about 3.5 thereabout percent. Bank interest rate has gone down drastically to 13-14%, depending on the bank. Fuel prices have gone low.
All right.
As compared to what we inherited. Food inflation, the lowest ever. And that is why everybody can afford food to buy. Our economy that we inherited, which was rated junk, is now B. 1 year down the line, or 1.5 years, to the extent that one of the EU leaders expressed shock over this performance. And of course, our debt is being paid. Unlike they, who could not pay our debt, defaulted, and they were going around begging people to forgive us so that we don't pay the debt. The NDC government says that whatever that we owe you, we pay you. And we are doing just that.
All right.
And so on that basis,
the
new economy is set to roll out jobs for the teeming youth, for the teeming unemployed youth.
All right.
And so on that basis, I say kudos to John Mahama and his team.
Thank you too. Thank you, William Afalea. Yes, Doc. Yes, Doc.
The NDC has made us understand that the economy is buoyant. They have made us to understand that through him, that whatever they owe you, they pay you. On this note, I am calling on him to let the message get to the president that the teachers are calling for their arrests. That those teachers that have been marching, demonstrating at the police, the GES headquarters. This GES headquarters. Is that okay? Can you let
William, you're not on. You are done with your part, so please.
I just hope that he has understood how it feels to do that.
I'm used to it.
All right. Yes, Doc.
I'm not feeling anything. I'm only worried that the listener might feel disrespected. That's why. But I'm not worried about that. You see, when you say the economy is buoyant, a buoyant economy should be able to pay the workers their arrears. Why were they demonstrating? Is that okay? So again, when you say this economy was a junk economy, we handed. You see, the Bank of Ghana, the annual report, which I told you the other time, Do you get it? When you go there, it is indicated. This government, the current government, handed over $3.19 billion reserves to the previous.
What was the rate of the economy?
Oh, my brother, can you let me go? For once, respect the listener.
I do.
The listener wants to get to know the
Really?
Oh no, you see, he's just disturbing himself. My body is hot. It's okay.
So you're not sure.
I
You're not
don't
perturbed.
even know that he said, but what I'm worried is the listener outside there. Do you get it? An economy that was rated as a junk economy, you came and inherited that economy, and the economy sustained Ghana for 3 months. Do you get it? From November to March, it was that economy that was used to pay workers. Again, an economy that was considered as a junk economy, meaning that the economy was in coma. You get it? I am telling you that the budget. No, I am telling you something. Listen to me. It's good to listen.
You see, you said you're not distracted by what he does. Just continue and allow
the budget.
Really, you are distracting
we
him
prepared
now.
a budget in November. Is that okay? And that budget ended on the 31st March. We handed over to you on the 6th January. Do you get it?
All right. So yes.
We did the budget in November 20th.
All right.
You inherited our budget. That is what I am telling you. You are not ready to listen. You are only interested in interjecting.
No.
You are not ready to listen. I am telling you that you inherited a budget that we prepared.
All right.
And that budget led workers. You paid workers for 3 months. How can a junk economy pay them? Now, the nurses, the teachers that are demonstrating, they are calling on you to pay.
Okay.
Do you get it? You don't come here and say that the economy a junk economy couldn't have left you a 4 months import cover. IMF at any point in time, let NDC jettison out of power today. IMF will tell you that the NDC,
you will talk for the next 1 hour. Thank you very much. We truly appreciate your time this morning with us. We appreciate your time. So let me just pass this information. The Ghana Statistical Service report for 2015, the job unemployment rate at the time was 6.8%, 2016 5.23%, and 2017 3.37%. So these are the figures that I've gotten. I think someone was drawing my attention to put the figures out there again. So that is for the unemployment rate for 2017. So thank you very much for sticking and staying with us throughout this conversation. We truly appreciate your time this morning. We've had Dr. Samuel Akonga joining us this morning, representing the New Patriotic Party, and William Apaleyam, representing the National Democratic Congress. He's a member of Regional Communication Team. We appreciate your time this morning with us. He has the ruling party. The show is being produced by his able self, Moses Apia, Samuel Adagom, Gerald Asake, Mark Smith, Joseph Yaro. We call him Brakalala. He takes over after this to ensure that you work and enjoy your work this morning at home or even in your office too as well. Remember that A1 Radio and Aqua Bulk is coming your way with the National Tea Day celebration on to the 3rd day of September 2026 on Saturday. Please, so let's come together and celebrate International Tea Day. Come Saturday, 8:00 a.m. We are all here. Bye bye. My name is Said Mutawakil.